What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another tutorial video for FiveM. This one will be creating your very own essential server, but with a twist. You don't actually have to create it. I created it for you. I will have a link in the description that leads to my Discord. In this Discord, if you go to FiveM, go to ESX server, there is a download for the entire server. I do not take credit for creating anything in the server. Credits to all the scripts and everything are within the scripts themselves. I just took the liberty of putting it all together and making it for you so it's easier. I will go over how to properly get it going in this video, but you don't actually have to create it. It's already done for you. But once you join this Discord and download this, I recommend staying in the Discord. If you do have run into issues or anything, we have this whole category for support. As you can see, people ask me questions in here, and I try to respond as quickly as I can to help them out. It's just easy to send screenshots of the problem you're having. And as you can tell, we're starting out with this server, or with this Discord, I should say. But it's starting to boom. A lot of people asking questions. Great help. If you run into issues, you might already find an answer in this Discord. As you can see, somebody just messaged ES Discord. The support, see? Yo, Pog, see? Somebody already seen that I created the thing. Let's see what he says. As you can see, we're pretty active even though we're small. So if you do stay in here, everybody likes to help out. And as you can see, this guy here is pretty active as well. And it's a great community even though we're small. So I suggest jump on in, download the server, and stay in the Discord. Yay, hi, see, so he's happy. Alright, let's go back to making the video. So that link will lead you to this page. Just go ahead and download that. All it does, it gets you a little pop-up you can close out of. And it downloads. It'll take a couple of minutes, nothing too crazy. It's a little large, but not too bad. We're also going to need XAMP. If you already have it downloaded, great. I'm going to re-download it and do everything from the beginning in case this is your first time doing it. So go ahead and just download that. It'll pop up down here. We can close out of all this and wait for them to download. XAMP will download pretty fast, so when it's downloaded, we're going to go ahead and pop right up and install it. And this is just like installing anything else, nothing crazy. Drop this down because we'll get a little pop-up here. Now remember to leave a like and subscribe because I do put a lot of effort behind these videos, making everything great for you guys, and I give you guys a lot of support. And you guys message me on Discord. I go as far as taking your server, going through every file and getting it working for you instead of even explaining it, because sometimes it's just too hard. I'll fix it for you and I'll send the files right back to you. We're a great community. I'm trying to help you guys out as best as I can, so make sure you help me out by just giving me that thumbs up. It means a lot. We're just going to go ahead and just go through this installation. XM might take a little bit to install, but it's nothing crazy. We're just going to wait for these two things. We're going to wait for the download and for the installation. And now, to get the server going, there's only a couple things we will be doing. One, setting up our database, which will be as easy as drag and drop a file. And we're going to be changing two files. And those files are pretty much going to be your start.bat. We got to declare your directory where the server is going to be located. And you have to get a key from Keymaster. If you do not know how to do it, I will show you the website link. It will be in the files. If you do still have issues, I do have a video on my YouTube currently that shows you how to create not an ESX, but it shows you how to create a FiveM base server. And in that video, I will show you how to get the Keymaster key. If you do want a Steam API key, I also have a video on how to add that. I won't show you in this video, I will show you the links, but I will not show you how to obtain them simply because I already have a video that shows you how to do them. So go ahead and check them out. It is called Creating a FiveM Server for the Keymaster key, and I believe the Steam API key is under my vMenu key. There you go, server downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and drag that onto our desktop. Replace files. I must already had one on there. And there we go. So we got this on our desktop and XAMP still installing. We're going to go ahead and right click this and just extract here. Just as simple as that. It's going to do its little thing and create this folder right here. Excuse me. So when it's downloaded, I personally always delete the WinRAR file. I don't keep them. If you want to keep them, totally up to you, but we're gonna keep this in the trash can because that's why I want it. Again, personal preference. Do with it as you want. all we're going to need is this one right here. Now this may take just a second. It doesn't take too long, but remember there's a lot of files in there. 98, 99, victory's almost there. It's always that awkward silence. There we go, down. We're gonna delete that. Now we're just gonna go through this real quick. I'm gonna show you all the scripts that are included. So when you open it up, the first thing you see is 3 things. 2 folders and your database file. We'll be using that to set up our database. Go to server data. In here, these are the 2 files we'll also be editing. Other than that, nothing else. We're gonna go into resources. You can see there's nothing in here besides ESX and the base FiveM. If you go to ESX, you can see all the different scripts in here. This is everything that is added in there. Now, if you do want credit to the people that created them, simply just type in ESX menu list in Google. The very first link is usually the credit. Or when you open these up, usually you have your license key in there. If in your README, it gives credits where they came from. So I do not take credit for creating any of this. I take credit for putting it together and getting it easy loading for you guys. But these are all the different scripts in there. So once you load this up, it's ready to go. You have everything loaded. Now, if you do not want to create an all new server, you already have one, you can do one of 2 things. Simply take these 2 folders right here, drag them into yours, and then copy the server.cfg. Or you can just drag the other stuff into here. It does not matter. Either or it works. So XAMPP finished down installing. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. One thing you need to do once installed under Apache and MySQL, just go ahead and just start under both. That's it. Database is running. Now we need to set it up. Go ahead and click admin next to MySQL. It's going to open up your browser. In that browser, you're going to see your database. One thing we're going to do is create a new database. So when you open your server folder back up that you downloaded, the file is called ESExtended. Okay, so that's what we're going to create or name the database. So we're going to go new and just type in ES_extended and hit create. Once we do that, our database got created, but there's no tables. We're going to go ahead and back in here, grab this file, and just drag it right into the database. It's going to take a second to upload, but once it's uploaded, it'll say success, just like that. If we come over here and hit refresh, you can see it loaded all the different tables in here. And there you go, database is set up. We can close out of this. This right here has to stay open. Well, it doesn't have to stay, we can exit out of it, but you have to keep these 2 running for your database to connect. So we're going to just close out of this, but keep in mind to keep those running. So now we go to server data. Next thing, our start.bat. If you double click right now, you can see it pops up and immediately disappears. You need to go ahead and hit edit. And you can see right here, you need to add your file location. The easiest way to do it is when you're in here, just go ahead and hit this address bar, copy that, come in here, and paste it. But one thing you have to double check is make sure you don't have duplicates. Like you see right here, I have 2 C's. You don't want that, okay? You only want 1. And you can see desktop, FX server, server data, FX server, server data. There's twice in there. We don't want that, okay? So you only want everything once. You have to double check that. The next thing you can do is just copy this section here, paste it in here, just like that. So you just pretty much go in here, copy this address bar, paste it in here, and make sure you don't have doubles like I just had. So we go ahead and save this now and run it. It should start right up, and you can see everything loads beautifully. We're going to extend this so you can see everything. And oh, we got an error, which we're going to go through and fix right now. But you can see database is connected, everything's up to date, and we get a pop-up saying we could not authenticate server license key. This is your key master that you have to get your key from. So we're going to do 2 things. I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to show you how to fix that error. So when you go over here and we scroll up, it said couldn't start resource chat. So there's 2 things we need to do. 1, you need to check to see if you have the resource, and 2, if you're starting the resource. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing we're going to do is while we're in here, just go into search and type in chat and hit enter. As you can see, we do have the chat file, and it is in our resources gameplay folder. So if we go resources, gameplay, chat's right there. So we have to make sure we're actually calling it. Go to server CFG, and under regular resources, it is calling gameplay. So FiveM sometimes does that. It just bugs out when you put stuff in files. So the easy way to go out of it, just type in share chat, and we're going to call that, pretty much calls it individually instead of just the folder it's in. Sometimes you have to do that. It's not really a mistake with anything, but it's not reading it. it happens. But here's all your ESX stuff right here. If you do wish to change it to your server, you just copy from ESX below all the way down to here. Another thing you have is right here. This is how you connect to your database. Do not change any of this because it already works and is set up for local host. So while we're in our server's CFG, we just fixed that chat not popping up. That's how we fixed that. Now the key master key, when you go all the way to the bottom, you have two things. Your key master key right here where it says change me, and your Steam API key. You do not need the Steam API key, but I suggest adding it. Both are very easy. Go to this link, log into your Steam, you get a key, put that in there. Go to Keymaster, log in, create a key, put the key there. Like I said, I do have tutorials on my YouTube that show you how to do them. The tutorial that shows how to do this key is that create a FiveM server. The tutorial shows you how to get this key. I believe is the how to install a vMenu. But I won't show you how to do them in this video because I do have videos in there. And if you go to the link, it is pretty self-explanatory. All I'm going to do is drag and drop my server file in here that already has the keys added. That way I don't have to blur nothing out and make this video a little bit quicker. So now we're going to go ahead and start the bat file. As you can see, we're going to extend this out. Everything popped up or loaded up with no pop-ups. So if we scroll up, you can see no more messages. And it started resource chat. That's pretty much what it is. Sometimes you just have to start things individually. It doesn't like to be in folders. I personally like putting everything in folders. And now that our server officially started, we're going to go ahead and log in. And I'm going to show you how everything works. We're going to pop up our FiveM right here. We're going to go to play and hit localhost. Now keep in mind you're sometimes going to get pop-ups in here with the database. Don't worry about it. A lot of times there's just messages for developers. And I wouldn't worry about it. Everything is going to work just fine. There's a lot of fine-tuning you will have to do. Like I said, I just loaded everything up for it to work. I'm not actually creating the server for you. So when you first log in, as you can see, my character right here. When you first log in, you're going to have to go ahead and create your account and select your skin. You'll have a pop-up. That's just when you first join the game. It's for the database. Mine was already created, so I won't have to. So let's say if you go in here and I can select the job. Let's say I want to be a mechanic and hit enter. You see my thing changed to mechanic. There we go. If we open up our map, you can see there's all kinds of cool stuff added. Like right here's a weed farm. Right here is a dealership. So let's check out two different things. Let's check out the dealership and a driving school. So we're going to go to dealership. And now, keep in mind the server's already installed. You're ready to play and do whatever you want with it. I'm just going to show you a couple things in the server. I'm just going to show you the dealership and the driving school real quick. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to come over here and jack a car. One thing I want to show you really quick is you can see right in here it says access denied for command add principal. It pretty much means we don't have admin rights in the server. You can Google these or you can wait for a future tutorial where I will show you how to do certain things with ESX. All that command means is that you do not have admin rights. There's nothing to worry about. Everything will still work fine. There's just certain things like commands that you won't be able to do. But it's very easy to add those. You can always just Google how to give yourself admin in the ESX server. And like I said, I will be creating more tutorial videos in the near future for ESX. I do apologize how long it took me because I've been saying I was going to create this video for a while. I just wanted to make sure that it was going to work properly. As you can see, we're here at the dealership. On the back side here, let me drive in there. You can go ahead and sell your vehicle. Okay, so if we park right here, it says sell your vehicle, 4,500. If you hit E, it's not going to work. Simply because this is not my car. It has to be your car to be selling it. But like I said, this is all things that you can go ahead and fine-tune in the scripts itself. There's a lot of different things you can do. So we come in here. Let's go ahead and stand in here and access the menu. So now we can go through and look at different cars. Let's go ahead and buy this car for 24,000 and hit yes. I do not have enough money. Okay. What does it say? 24,000. I got 50,000. Oh, that's because the money is in my bank. I don't have it cash. That's why it's not working. So I would technically have to go to an ATM, or let's see if I can go to my bank here. No. Okay, so this is, you do have a phone app, as you can see. You can call your mechanics and everything like that. Okay, so I do have to run to an ATM to get the money. So, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. If you look at all these dollar symbols, those are your ATMs. Okay. Let's go to the driving school really quick, and I'll show you guys that. Now, if you guys are still watching this video, even though you don't have to, since the installation is already complete, I do want to say thank you for sticking around, for all the subscribers. This YouTube channel is fairly new with the videos I've been creating, and it's I'm very thankful with how fast it's grown. One of my videos on how to create a FiveM server is already over 1,000 views. It took no time. I appreciate that. You guys don't know how much that means to me. I hope this video booms just as much, and remember to leave a thumbs up, simply because it took me some time to get this going. So with the driving school, we open it up. Right now it only shows our theoretical driving tests. So we hit enter, it says welcome. You take a quick test. Once you take this test, I'm just going to skip through and say I failed it, boom. If you do pass the test, it will give you the option to do the actual driving school. So as you can see, everything's working, everything's pretty neat. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for future videos. Again, if you do need any help, go ahead and go into the description and join my Discord. As you can see, people are already booming me up for this right here because I'm currently creating the video and not explaining what the link is for. But we do give support in this Discord, so go ahead and join this Discord. Remember, the download link is in the ESX server right here. And we'll see you in the near future. See ya.